Blessed day to you, all my sports to the bone people. Welcome back to the channel. Thank you all for tuning in. Hope everybody is doing okay. Hope you're all enjoying this beautiful Tuesday. This one's a late update, my viewers and subscribers. Just getting an opportunity to post from day. Anyway, gonna be talking some cricket and also some track and field. I tell you, the IPL, we don't have a lot of players from the Caribbean taking part right now, but it's good to see that the ones that are there, they're making an impact. Now, Sheffield Rutherford, he was in action today, actually batted pretty well, but unfortunately for him, his team ended up on the losing side of things. It was the same thing for Nicholas Pooran yesterday. He batted extremely well, getting a century, getting a half century. He actually got a half century in that game, but his team also ended up on the losing side of things. Gonna let you know how they did. Nicholas Pooran in particular, he actually had an over that was very, very good. Think he got something like 4 sixes out of an over, so I will go more in details where that is concerned. And for those who have been following this channel for a while, you would realize that whenever it's champs time in Jamaica, we always try to, talk a little bit about the boys and girls championship. This is where most of our athletes, they are produced. This is where, not even say produced, but this is the stage that they start their career. Not professional career, but they get an opportunity to perform in front of a lot of fans. It's an opportunity for them to showcase their skills to a lot of coaches. This is where the likes of Johan Blake, Shillian Fraser Price, all of these athletes, Usain Bolt, this is where a lot of them first showed their skills and stuff, so, or their talent. So we're going to talk a little bit about it, especially the 400-meter prelims. I tell you, my people, it did not disappoint, the boys class 1. So we'll talk about that. Just give a listen here until the end. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section. So yesterday's IPL game, my people, that Nicholas Pooran was a part of, I didn't get a chance to talk about it, so we're gonna spend most of the time looking at today's game, but we'll still take a look at how Pooran did. So Pooran, his team, they scored 209 for 8. Right, that's LSG. They scored 209 for 8. The DC, the Delhi Capitals, they ended up winning that game by 1 wicket, scoring 211 for 9 with 3 balls to spare. So for the Super Giants, as I said, Nicholas Pooran did pretty well. He actually top scored with that game. In that innings, he scored 75, not a century as I alluded to earlier, but a half century, right? He scored 75 from 30, 6 fours and 7 sixes. 6 fours and 7 sixes. I didn't watch the game, but based on when I was looking at some stuff, I saw that he actually scored, I think it was about 28 in 1 over. Yeah, man, I 4 sixes. I think he got 4 sixes and a 4 in 1 over. So Nicholas Pooran there doing his thing before Mitchell Stark got rid of him with a moving ball. You understand? Bowled him all over the place. But Pooran there with 70 from 30, 6 fours and 7 sixes. Strike rate of 250. Understand? Batting at number 3. Nicholas Pooran doing his thing there. Mitchell Marsh, he also did pretty well. Nice little partnership between him and Pooran. He got 72 from 36 with 6 fours and 6 sixes opening the innings. For DC, we didn't have any of we don't have any of our guys there. So, the top wicket taker was Mitchell Stark, getting 3 for 42 in that innings. For the Capitals now, they chased down that total pretty well. As a matter of fact, it was a couple of guys in the back end that came in and really did the business. Faf du Plessis made 29. Stubbs made 34 from 22, contributing well. Nicholas Pooran, he sort of did some work to him in the other innings. Sharma, he was the impact player. He got 66 from 31 with 5 fours and 5 sixes. So that's basically how they did to get across the line there. If you don't have a lot of our players in there, probably won't zoom in too much. So Nicholas Pooran doing well for that team, but unfortunately they lost. All right, so to today's game now, where I'll probably spend a bit more time. This game here, the Punjab Kings, they won by 11 runs, right? So the Kings, they batted first and scored 243 for 5, right? The other team, the Titans, they scored 232 for 5, right? 232 for 5, so losing the game by 11 runs. I tell you, my people, it's very good to see 6s and 4s and all of this, but I'm not too sure how much longer people will be fully entertained. Obviously it's good to see the boundaries, but you want to see a competition. I'm not saying that the wickets that are being produced are strictly for batsmen, but it's tough. It's always good to see competition between bat and ball. Anyways, for the Kings in that 243, a couple of guys getting some runs there. Suresh Iyer, the captain, he made 97 from 42 not out, right? He got 5 fours and 9 sixes, strike rate of 230, doing pretty well for them. So he was the man that that did most of the work there in that innings. Bowling for the Titans, it was Kishore who got 3 for 30 from his 4 overs. Now to the West Indian in this game here, Sheffield Rutherford, he contributed well in the chase, or to the chase, but they were unable to get across the line. Rutherford, he got 46 from 28. He played as the impact player. 46 from 28, 4 fours and 3 sixes. But unfortunately for him and his team, they were unable to get across the line. We saw some good bowling from Arshdeep Singh, who got 2 for 36 from 4. He led the way. So Sheffield Rutherford, similarly to Nicholas Pooran, doing some work with the bat, but ending up on the losing side of things. So shout out to the 2 West Indians there. All right, my viewers and subscribers, so the Boys and Girls Championship, the track and field fans, all those who love track and field, the Boys and Girls Championship got underway earlier today. I can tell you it's a event that a lot of Jamaicans look forward to. When I was living there, I always made sure that on the final day, I was there. You understand? So that's one of the main things that I miss about living in Jamaica. Not being able to go to the stadium and watch Boys and Girls Champs. Anyway, the Class 1 Boys 400 meter. This is something that, this is the event that a lot of people, they are looking forward to. I mean, the Boys Class 1, there are people looking forward to it also, because I don't think we're going to have anybody going sub 10, but we're probably going to have people clocking 10.1, 10.2 in the 100. But for the 400, quite a few guys running 47. You understand? Low 47 or mid 47. So, that is a very competitive event this year. So based on what the Gleaner is saying here, I haven't seen the highlights as yet. The Boys Class 1 400 meter prelim heats did not disappoint, right? We had Rose from Kingston College. He clocked 47.52 to win heat 2. You understand? So he did pretty well. We also had Excelsior High School's Hoffman getting 47.65 to finish first. You understand? And we had Paul Henry from Foga Road. He clocked he also, hold on, let me see, 48.30, right? So that's basically how it went. So let me go through that again. So the prelims, the 400 meter, that event, as I said, is expected to be very good. The final, Kingston College athlete Rose, he got 47.52 to win his heat. In Heat 4, Excelsior High School's Hoffman produced 47.65 to finish first, ahead of Paul Henry from Foga Road School, right? We saw Kevin Bliss of Mona High getting 48.30, right? So very, very interesting, my people. We're expecting the 400-meter final to be very, very good. So, you know, I am definitely looking forward to that. But yeah, that is pretty much it, my viewers and subscribers. Gonna leave it right here for now. You know how it go already. When it's boys and girls championship time, you know, we always try to spend some time and highlight the athletes, you know. But yeah, gonna leave it right here. Big up on yourself, my people. Stay safe, bless up.